missing you, your mama and your cousin too.
You know what, folks? Coach Simmons here. Tennessee State, deep in the heart of Nashville, was always my pick as the second best HBCU team in college football. But after watching this game, I'll be dead honest with you. The future looks bright for Tennessee State. Taking all BS aside, all bull aside, they got a blue-collar mentality. When I say blue-collar mentality, I mean the way they show up is bring the lunch pail to work. Meet me in the backyard. Country strong versus gym strong mentality. I love what Jackson State is doing. I love what Coach Prime is doing. But we are really overlooking Coach George. If they had any semblance of an offense, I mean any semblance of a passing game, this would have been a whole different discussion. You know, you can say Jackson State overlooked Tennessee State. You can say they came in there hyped on their own clippings. You can say sometimes they do too much celebrating and too much promoting. You can say that. But Tennessee State came there. And the one thing I noticed, Tennessee State got the same size kids that Jackson State has. So them boys in Tennessee State, they were not scared to play Jackson like the SWAC kids. They just got outperformed on offense. But I'm telling you, in the future, this is going to be a game for games. If they don't play this year, coming up in the Southern Heritage Classic, which I don't think they will do, if they play 2 years down the line, because I know people are going to say this ain't going to happen, but I'm going to tell you something. If Jackson State wins the Celebration Bowl this year, some way next year they're going to the playoffs. I don't care what you say about profitability and the fans immediately in Jackson, Mississippi. If they win the Celebration Bowl this year and continue to dominate the SWAC next year and win against Texas State, they will be in the playoffs. And they will see Tennessee State again in the playoffs. And I think the way it's currently constructed, the way they are currently being built, Tennessee State may be the only threat to Jackson State. Now I know some folks are going to mention, well, don't forget NC State beat them last year. Okay, that is correct. But I still say the way it's currently constructed, the only threat to HBCU superiority is Tennessee State University. The way they play, the way they compete, is like no other. Coach Simmons, maybe I got a little too much Tennessee whiskey in my cup right now. I'm gonna tell you something. The future is bright in Nashville, Tennessee. I am out.